Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Chandra Oliver, your host for today, and I have a question for you. How have things been looking in your life lately? Hi, thanks for tuning in to Talk of the Town. And I asked you a question earlier. How are things been looking in your life lately? Because we are honored to have for our guest today, in reference to our health and community resource topic, from Vision is Priceless Council, Denise and Stephanie. How are you all today?
Good, thank you for having us.
Good. And I recently, in our community fair with Quicken Minds, we often have our community health fairs. And we were honored to have you participate actually in our health fair project for the community. And Denise came out and provided service for us, and the outcome was pretty fair. And we're looking for a bigger time next time on October the 3rd. But I brought you in today because I think your organization is unique. And I think that a lot of people need to know that your resources out here. Can you tell us a little bit about Vision is Priceless?
Let Stephen handle that.
Okay,
Well, thank you for having us and
Yes.
giving us the opportunity to come out and speak to you about our organization. We were founded in 1996 by a group of local gentlemen and ladies who really felt that vision is priceless and so essential for our children, especially going into school, to make sure that they have everything they need to be successful in their education, things like that. The majority of our organization is children's screening. We screen over 30,000 children a year with 3 part-time screeners and a lot of volunteers.
Awesome.
And we do all the Head Starts. We work with JCC, Jacksonville Urban League, Episcopal Children's Services, and other organizations to really focus in on getting that 3 to 5-year-olds so they're prepared when they start kindergarten and school and are ready to read. And then we also do adult screening at organizations like yours and churches and senior centers and things like that and other nonprofits. And then we have a Cared Vision program for when we find a problem. If the child and their family cannot afford to have follow-up care, a full exam or glasses and things like that, we have an application process to help them match them up with a volunteer doctor to provide those services.
Oh, awesome. Well, my question to you, Stephanie, is also, when did your agency get started, and do you only serve the Duval County?
We started in 1996,
Okay.
and we serve the entire First Coast, so the 5-county, Nassau, Clay, St. Johns County, Duval County, and Baker.
And is this funded privately or?
We are a private, not-for-profit organization.
Okay.
We don't receive any government funding, and all of our funding comes from individuals, corporations, and local foundations, and some larger foundations through grants and things of that kind.
Okay, awesome. And what is the age groups again for the services?
We serve through ages 3 and up. Our children's program focuses on about 50% of the children we serve are 3 to 5, but we also serve all the independent schools in the region, and those are children ages 5 to 17, 18, high school ages. And then we serve adults of all ages.
Of all ages, awesome. Now, Denise, you're definitely out to our location, and I want you to talk about the services, the type of screening that you do provide from your agency.
Well, we actually come out to churches and senior centers, and I have a Titmus machine which does the vision acuity, far and near,
Okay.
and then I have a tonometer which does the pressure. Now, with the pressure, it's the fluid that builds up in your eyes at any given moment, and if the pressure is a certain amount high, then you're kind of at risk for glaucoma. It's the pressure with also nerve damage that causes glaucoma, which glaucoma is a disease that is hereditary. So if someone in your family, immediate family, has it, then it puts you at a higher risk.
Okay.
They're also saying that African American, Asian, Hispanics are also at a higher risk for glaucoma as well. So we tend to try to focus in more on those types of targeted market for us, so that we can find the problem before it starts.
Okay, and you mentioned about glaucoma, and that's also considering the pressure that's in the eyes?
That's the pressure in the eyes, which is the fluid that builds up. And it, along with high pressure and nerve damage, then it ends up turning into glaucoma.
And so is this also good for diabetic patients to also get the vision screen?
We kind of stir away from the diabetic patients, but if
Okay.
anybody comes up and insists on a screening, we're glad to do it. But diabetics is a whole different realm of things, and it needs a little bit more knowledge and a little bit more from the doctors for diabetics.
Okay.
So we kind of refer them back to their doctor because they need to be under care every 6 months to a year for diabetics.
Well, we hope that our listening audience choose your agency to get their eye screened, but if they go to another agency or get their vision screened, what would be a danger sign for the ratio to say, hey, something's wrong with my eyes? We know that the average or the norm is 20/20. So when would there be some serious concerns?
Well, we start referring at 2050.
Okay.
And that's also when the driver's license bureau starts. You need glasses to drive as well. So we start at 2050 and refer to them. And if your pressure is 23 for a long period of time, then we also refer as well.
Awesome, awesome. So how can one, I know Stephanie mentioned about volunteering, how can one volunteer for your services?
We have several different opportunities for volunteers. Our largest need is with the children's program in the Head Start and the younger schools. And if you want to volunteer for the children's program, you can contact our children's program coordinator at 308-2020. And, we need a lot of hands on deck to help, guide the 3 to 5-year-olds through the process.
Right.
And we get a lot of volunteer parents at the schools and things like that. I think we had over 1,000 volunteers to help with the children's program last year. Another volunteer opportunity we have is our annual event is coming up in March 13th, is the 27th annual Barbecue and Western presented by WWK Mechanical Contractors and Miller Electric Company.
Okay.
And we always use a lot of volunteers for that event, which is a very fun night and helps us raise the funding to keep our programs up and running all year round.
Awesome. And Denise, how can one donate to your agency? What is it that you need?
Well, we take gifts through our online website. We also encourage gifts through corporate sponsorships to our Western or program support. We also offer opportunities to work with us on specific programs if your corporation or your organization is interested in helping with specifically children or adults or our Care Vision program. There are many opportunities, and you can call me directly, the development coordinator at Vision is Priceless Council, and all sorts of ways that we can get involved. And we do take gifts of stocks and other kind of gifts if that is and we also take donation. We also do take in-kind donations for our silent auction events, for used equipment for our eye exams at our free clinic. We have a partnership with the Way Free Medical Clinic, and our doctors go down to that clinic and provide exams for those patients there. And so we're always looking for donations of used equipment and things like that as well.
Okay, and Denise, are you a professional nurse or?
Actually, no, ma'am.
Okay.